Hi, today we are talking about CIS, so that is the construction industry scheme. So we wouldn't normally tell you to leave, but if you do not work within the construction industry and never plan to, you might be interested. Stay and have a listen. If not, please feel free to leave. So CIS, construction industry scheme, where did it come from? It was introduced back in the 1970s as a way to reduce tax evasion. So in the construction industry, maybe more so than in lots of other industries, lots of workers are self-employed, so they're not on a payroll scheme, and therefore they are not having their earnings reported to HMRC for them. Now this obviously leaves the temptation open when it comes to April 6th or later to declare a little less income and therefore pay a little less tax. So the construction industry scheme means that 20% of the gross pay of a subcontractor is already taken off of their pay before it ever hits their bank account and sent to HMRC for them. The gov.uk website very sweetly says that the deductions count as advance payments to the subcontractor's tax and national insurance. It's actually great because it's much more likely that come the end of the financial year, you'll be due a refund rather than having to pay it over. So who should be part of the construction industry scheme? The slightly easier question to answer here is who shouldn't? Really, there are only a very few very specific exemptions within the construction work that do not need to be on the scheme. And those are the following categories. It's surveying and architecture, carpet fitting, the production of construction materials, and working on a building site, but not in any way related to the construction, such as being in the canteen. Other than that, everybody needs to be on it. So next question is, are you a contractor, a subcontractor, or both? If you are a self-employed worker and you are hired by someone else to work in construction for work in which they invoice the client, you are the subcontractor. If you are this person who is invoicing the end client, whether you're a limited company or a sole trader, you receive the payment directly for the work done and pay it out to others who have worked for you, then you are a contractor. And you might well do a bit of both, in which case you need to register for both. There are two different rates of deduction. Some people will be deducted 20% and some will be deducted 30%. This is essentially HMRC's way of giving subcontractors a little poke up the backside to get themselves registered. Being a registered subcontractor reduces your rate of deduction to 20%. Otherwise, it will be 30%. So how do I work out how much to pay my subcontractors? That's fairly simple. Most especially if you're using fantastic software and working with great accountants. Once your bills are correctly set up, it will take the gross figure, and so that's the figure for labour only. So if there's any other expenses to be paid back to the subcontractor, that's not relevant, just their gross labour figure, and it will deduct their percentage off of that. Your subcontractor is most likely self-employed, or they are another company, so their mileage, their tools that they're using, etc., all of that is their own problem on their own tax return. So if you happen to be both a subcontractor and a contractor, how does this work and how do you get your money? So every month, 2 reports will be filed to HMRC, most likely by the wonderful team at Pink Pig. One of them will tell HMRC who your subcontractors are, how much you've paid them, and how much you've deducted from them. The total of those deductions should be paid over to HMRC. The second report tells HMRC how much your company, or you as a sole trader, have had deducted from your income during the month. So we then take the income deductions away from the subcontractor's deductions. If the subcontractor's deductions are more, you will pay that difference over to HMRC. If your deductions are more, then begins the fun battle of trying to get that back. No, it'll be fine. A refund claim can be submitted once the final return for the year are submitted. Then it can either be paid to you in cash or offset against other outstanding tax bills. That was 5 minutes. I hope it wasn't too bad. Hope it makes some kind of sense, but we are always here to help with any other questions you have, whether you need help to sign up for the scheme, verify a subcontractor, or file your reports, or anything else. Just visit our website, fill in our quick questionnaire, and we'll be happy to help.